sleeping, more about, never mind all that bullshit from one night, we're going to be pros. I don't know if I'd rather have the costumes, frankly, but I guess the YouTube viewers in America speak for themselves. Rob, are you surprised by how this has gone?
Well, yeah, because what time is it right now in the United Kingdom?
Like 4
It's really late.
It's 4 a.m. and there's 318,000 people. I understand YouTube is a global thing, but that's impressive for someone whose fan base is in a time zone where it is the Twilight Zone currently.
You're right.
He's pulling those type of numbers. Logan Paul's supposed to be the king of YouTube. He's only got half the viewers.
It's true, and listen, we're under 30 minutes. You think, you see what Ireland does for Conor. You see what
Right.
UK used to do for Joe Calzaghe types. They stay up. They love their boxing.
Well, now we see what they're doing for KSI.
And look
He's
at him,
part
you're
of that
right.
list.
This is the next in line. KSI, who made his living doing videos about FIFA and video games, is now here with the support of the United Kingdom. Let's go back, though, guys. The guy who's standing in the middle of the ring like Ali, Radio Rahim. What do you got, my friend?
Now you see KSI's team around him. He's taking a little bit of water. He's listening to his own music. He's hyping himself mentally. This is the kind of locker room that I expected to see. This is what I talked about at the beginning of the broadcast when it was empty, when it was cold, when it was just me in here. The energy fills this room now. This feels like a KSI moment. I'm wondering what's happening in the Logan Paul locker room. We saw him come in with just Jake, which is a surprise to me. Mike, is that something that's you've expected? Is that common? Is this a new Logan Paul like he promised?
They are keeping the Logan Paul locker room on lockdown. As you could tell, there's about twice or 3 times as many people in the KSI locker room as there is in Logan's. That's the reason why I'm standing in the hallway currently and I'm not allowed access to the room. It is a lockdown. Shannon Briggs runs a war camp. There will be no visitors, no unannounced guests besides the people that are in that room and people that are very close friends with Logan to hype him up. And, speaking of the viewers, as I said earlier, Logan did a great job plugging KSI's channel and has really driven a lot of the Maverick fans over to KSI's channel to watch it, which was a great tactical move on Logan's part.
Mike, I've known these guys maybe for a couple of years just by covering the fight, but you know this guy personally. This is your best friend. You live with him. Is this the Logan Paul you know? Is this an atmosphere that you've even been locked out of something that you expected, or is he bringing in a guy that maybe none of us have seen before tonight?
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've seen stuff that looks like it, but never at this level. He, as we know, he was a wrestling champion in high school, and so he's had this type of excitement before, this type of intensity before, but not on this level. For him to say to my friends and family, I do not want to see you guys tonight. I want to focus. I do not want to talk. I do not want to mess around. All of that showmanship, all of the jokery is now out the window as he focuses on getting the fucking job done.
When both of these fighters enter the ring, I'll tell you the one thing I'm going to be looking for most importantly is who's the calmest. Not who's relaxed, but who's calm, who's prepared, who doesn't have those butterflies in their minds. I'm wondering if Logan Paul, is there something about his performance, the way he enters the ring, the first punch he throws, that will be a telltale for you when you know that your friend's either got this or your friend might be in trouble?
I think I can tell already, Rahim. I mean, when I look at Logan right now, he is completely and utterly calm. He's relaxed. When I walk in, he's got a smile on his face, but only for a half a second, and then it's back to business. I think he's going to walk in there. He's going to be breathing. He's going to have a team massaging him. He's going to be loosened up. There's so many differences between this fight and the fight that happened in Manchester last year. It is a completely different scene. But as you said, when he walks in, Logan is a dog, Logan is a hound, and so is KSI. It may take a couple shots to these guys' chins before they get fired up, but I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of Logan's punch.
Logan Paul is the Maverick. He talks about doing whatever he wants because he's Logan. His family is always around, though. I see his mom out. I see, obviously, Jake's always out. He is a family guy at heart. I'm wondering, when he looks over that top rope and sees his family sitting there, what do you expect that to do for him inside? Is that a motivating factor to him? Will that make him nervous? Is he representing the Paul name tonight like no one else ever has in history?
Absolutely is. He's also representing America more than he ever has at any other time in his life. But because of Shannon Briggs, because what the canon has told him, he will have blinders on. He is going into that ring by himself. He's got no one with him. besides KSI and the referee. That's it. He does not. His plan is to go in and imagine that there is no one in this stadium, there is no one watching from home, and that it's just him versus the man that he plans to put on a stretcher tonight, and that's it.
Well, it is the Maverick versus the Mogul. We're going to find out whether or not that guy on the other side of that locker room is going to bring the pain, or if this guy in the locker room behind me has an agenda and is ready to win. Throwing back to you.
Thank you, guys. Incredible work. Great shot of both locker rooms. We have a completely different audience now that we've had an hour ago, 2 hours ago. If you're just tuning in now or joining us on the app, one of the biggest differences in this fight from the first one was the reduction of the glove size. There's no headgear like there was in KSI Paul 1, and the gloves are smaller. We have Ryan Garcia right here, lightweight champion. Tell everybody what the huge difference is with the different glove size.
You know, the first fight they had 12-ounce gloves, and this fight they're having 10-ounce. You know, 2 ounces to everybody's like, what's 2 ounces? You know, it's nothing. But when you really put the gloves on, the main difference is when you put your hand in a 10-ounce glove, it literally feels like you could grip the whole glove and you really could put your knuckles in it. A 12-ounce, there's more padding, more protection for you, yourself, your hand, and the opponent. But 10-ounce gloves is deadly. You could really get hurt in there. You could really get knocked down. With no headgear, it's dangerous. I'm really scared for these guys. I'm not kidding. I'm a boxer. I'm scared for these guys. They don't have much experience. They have no headgear on. They've never been in a stage like this. If you miss this fight, you're crazy because you don't. This is probably one of the rarest moments you really don't know who's going to win. You have no idea. You can't predict it.
If the champion is saying he's scared for this fight, now I'm scared. I wasn't scared until he said that.
I'm actually petrified. I'm not even kidding. These guys could get hurt.
He's scared for Logan. He's scared for Logan.
Yes, you were about to go inside the Staples Center, be on the call at ringside. Before you go, you've been incredible tonight, obviously, Ryan. Final prediction for the fight.
Final prediction. I'm seeing it right now. Logan, jab, straight right hand. KSI doesn't know where he's at. He's in his own nightmare, and he's out cold. He's a nightmare, right?
It's going to be a nightmare for Logan. It's going to be
his own nightmare.
Make sure you pay up the 10K, man.
No, you pay me the
$10,000 bet.
You give me my 10K.
Ryan Garcia says Logan Paul by knockout. What round?
I'm saying second round.
Second round knockout.
He didn't say it confidently.
To the right hand. Oh, I'm saying it.
He said it with the question mark. You got to get out of here, buddy. Get in there. You are the best. That is WBC lightweight champion of the world, doing some quick work and maybe making a quick 10 grand. We'll find out. You're the best.
Right, I'll see you, my brother.
10 grand like it's nothing. Where does this 10 grand come from?
He's out of here. Look out. That's like the future of the sport right there. There you go.
Seriously, not even a joke.
I know, right? I'm not exaggerating. It's incredible.
What do we think is going on in the heads? We saw I wish he was still here so I could ask him this question, but what is going on in the heads of these guys when there's 30 minutes to go in the fight?
I know how it is. I had my first professional fight a month and a half ago, so I know what whoever is talking to them right now, they're just like, they don't know what's going on. You don't want to, even if people are saying good luck, you're just like, be quiet.
So it's one of those things that when you have a no-hitter in baseball, you don't talk to the pitcher to jinx him. If you're a fighter within the 30 minutes of the fight, you just want to be left alone?
You're just thinking about what you want to do to your opponent.
I would think there's a stir craziness too. Like, let me the hell out of this dressing room. The last fight went 12 rounds and went forever.
Step 2,
thankfully,
we're
looking
there.
at
All
here
you
is
need
only
to do now is
4.
download the free
So it's
Skybox
also
Office
like,
app
get
to
me
watch
out of
the
here.
fight. Head to
We gotta get
Google
this
or
thing going,
Apple App Store and
shit,
download
it's
the
almost
app.
go time right
Simply
now.
enter
I know,
your
and I'm excited
Skybox
for this
Office
fight, too.
Simply purchase the
He
fight at
trains at one of the same gyms that I train in New York and Brooklyn.
Then download
and
the free Sky Sports Box Office app on your Now TV
We'll stay
device.
tuned and see if that knockout happens. But
KSI versus Logan
talked
Paul 2
earlier
live
to his
on
guy,
Sky
his
Sports
house
Box
Mike,
Office
his bro,
this
Big
weekend.
Mike. Here's what Logan Paul had to say earlier this evening.
What's up, champ?
What do you get when you mix 2 YouTube
It's
sessions?
finally here. Fight night is finally here. How are you feeling today? What is your vibe? What is your mood?
Mike, don't we do a podcast together?
This is Impulsive. This is the fight night edition of Impulsive.
Oh, we're roommates too, yeah?
Facts.
Okay, so why are you asking me this? You know the answer. You know how I'm feeling right now.
Well, I got people in my ears talking. I'm not used to it. How did you sleep? What was your routine today?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of sleeping, if I'm being honest. Shannon called me at like 1 p.m. I was just still chilling. I have a problem with not getting too excited. Like my energy is just like I want to go. So we've been on simmer the whole day. And yeah, right now I feel great.
Now you kicked me out of the house. Did that help keeping energy on simmer just a little bit?
Well, you know, Mike's the fun guy. Mike likes to have fun. I like to have fun too, but these are not fun times, Mike.
This is a war. What is your message to all those watching the war tonight, especially to your fans in the audience?
It's going to be crazy. I thank you guys for coming out. Tonight will mark the end of the wildest journey of my life, and I just want to thank everyone who supported me along the way.
What do you say to any, haters out there, KSI fans, who think this isn't real, this is for show, this isn't a real boxing match? What do you have to say to them?
I'd say give us a shot. If you don't like what you see tonight, then I give you permission to hate, but we both put in too much work for this not to be the best show of 2019.
Final question, how's it going to go down? You've said it before, but do you still see it going that same way?
I've said so many things at this point. We're prepared for anything. Maybe change from round 1 decapitation to round 2 decapitation. Point is, heads will fly.
There it is. Heads will fly. Logan Paul here in his locker room. Exclusive combat fight night, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Download the DAZN app. People are talking in my ears. I'm supposed to pull you to the middle of the room.
There's major controversy in this fight. I don't know how to say it.
Oh. Oh, right there. Oh, look at this. All right, so this camera is going to be on. You'll be covered from every angle. We'll be watching your moves in here, but I will not be in here. I won't be talking to you. I'll be respecting Briggs' wishes. Wave. Give him a wave. Give him a wave.
That'll be on?
That'll be on.
No, we don't want to break it.
I want to know what happens in the fight, and I want a prediction for the after party.